I'm in the Walmart parking lot right now. I'm gonna go inside and see what type of coffee mugs they are selling right now. And the idea behind this is to do research to get an idea of what people are buying as of right now. Because Walmart spends thousands and thousands of dollars on market research during certain times of the year. So let's go check it out and see what's going on. So there's like a lot of branded mugs here, like Mean Girls, Barbie, there's MTV, Stranger Things, and there's something like World's Best Boss. This is from The Office, but I'm not sure if they're just the branding or if that's whole saying is, you know, trademark. There's something like this with like the horses with kind of like the watercolor, and the brown there and the brown around the rim. Seems like some type of cow. And then some type of pig, or a pig right here, a cow. Mom fuel. It's like a two-tone color. You are so loved with the inside. Interesting, right? That's pretty cool because when you're drinking it. Simple black one. Fueled by Jesus and coffee. What a beautiful day. You're doing great things. You're doing great, sweetie. The letters for like the names on the coffee mugs there. Pretty cool. What is this? Like a donut? It's a donut, huh? It's a donut coffee mug. Pretty cool. It's a cool one right here. It's like the shape of a camper, right? Pretty cool. We got a hedgehog shaped coffee mug. Pretty cool. That one. And then let it be a bee coffee mug. You see the price points on these two as well. It's a cool Harry Potter mug. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Something to think about too is like the espresso, right? Deja Brew. Espresso are becoming really, really popular as people start to make their own coffee from home. As you can see, there's a few of them. Rise and Grind, Express Yourself, hot stuff. Moscow Mule cups, even good for like iced coffee or cold water, anything cold. And quick little insider tip that's off topic. If you haven't tried Loma Linda's sauces, you're missing out. That ghost pepper one right there is one of my favorite ones. About to try this one. Pick this one up right now today. Now, if you haven't signed up for Gelato Print on Demand, it's a print on demand service that will take care of all the shipping and printing for you to your customers. Now, if you're selling like on Etsy, or if you have your own Shopify website or Wix, it connects to a few different platforms, which makes it easier for you to receive orders and for them to receive the orders to print to ship to your customers and make the process seamless. Now, for example, right here, I went ahead and ordered this cute little coffee mug of my English bulldogs. You're gonna see real closely is a picture of them. There's Biggie, there's George. This is just a simple coffee mug, the same side too, the same picture on each side. Just want to see how the print will come out. Nothing too crazy about this coffee mug, just a simple white coffee mug, which is really cool, pretty cute. I had wanted to do this print on purpose to see how it came out, and plus it was a really cute picture of them, right? So the product, the printing, it's really cool. Just gonna see an example in my hands. It's just an idea of how your customers receive a product, and just to give you the insight of what it is. So if you have like a certain custom coffee mug, or if you're creating a design for a customer, or even if you just want to get one for yourself, I recommend you go down below in the description, use my link to give you 50% off. And also we'll be doing a giveaway. So I'll be doing a $50 giveaway. In order for you to participate in this giveaway, you must watch this video to the end. Leave a comment down below why you love print on demand. Follow the free giveaway link in the description. This is how I'm going to be able to contact you if you win the giveaway. That's the giveaway. I'm really, really excited for you to test out your first order or create your first design. And let me show you how you can create a design with AI inside of this video and do some research on coffee mugs. I went over and beyond with this research. I went to a few different stores to do some research on some coffee mugs to get some ideas and some insights, and then I do some online research too for coffee mugs. Going into Target to see what type of coffee mugs they have. I feel like we're going to the right spot for this. Mr. Mrs. Do not disturb. That's pretty cool. Embrace the mess. You are the best. So look at this right here. So it has an outside, like seashells and stuff, like sea, take me to the beach. And the inside, take me to the beach right there when you're drinking it. Kind of see when you're looking on the inside, kind of get that idea. Hey there, sunshine. Buenas vibras. Good vibes. A little flower on the inside, flower on the outside decoration. Seeing this right here. So it shows a person like holding a plant, and then on the inside it says plant person. Pretty cool. Kind of see the design, what they're going with the personalization there. This one's cool too as well, showing all different colored people. The birds, apricot or peaches. It says wild and free on the inside. Nice color. You are my favorite. Let the adventure begin. Different color, two-tone. Enjoy the journey. Love ya, meaning. Best person. Put different letters up there. Pretty cool. My favorite people call me Grandma. A happy Easter. Little chick coming out of the egg. Pretty cool. Little bunny design coffee mug. Pretty cool. These are pretty dope. They're Easter egg pillows. They're badass. Pretty cool. All right, so check out this listing right here. You're going to see that it says it's in demand. 2 people bought this in the last 24 hours. So let's say it's selling 2 to 3 a day, right? And the last 30 days, you're selling anywhere between, what is that, 60 to 90 coffee mugs a month. Now, it all depends, right? Like, as soon as you get closer to certain holidays, say like Mother's Day, Father's Day, or Q4, I'm pretty sure that goes up a little bit more than, 2 to 3 a day, right? So this can definitely be a top selling product on Etsy. Now, with that being said, just think about like the customization that's being done here. So it's the pet's picture, right? So your dog's picture, or you can even be your cat. There can be several different things here, because the cat and dog obviously like 1 and 2 when it comes to, you're selling like coffee mugs for animals, right? But you can see how they put the dog's name there, the dog's picture there. And if we go into a little bit more detail, you see they have a video here, which is really cool, right? So it makes it more, kind of gives it, that's pretty cool. I like what they did right there. You just go down more, you see this other pictures. After the purchase, please send your pet's photo or message to seller, right? Which is pretty cool. Add personalization, all that stuff. Enter the font or handwriting, pet's name. You can see what they did there. But one thing is like looking at the reviews, and obviously there's reviews because you can see like it's showing like, the cat and stuff on the mug, which is cool. And just the reviews is just backing it up. So think about it as when a customer's making a purchase, they're coming over on Etsy to leave a review. When that customer leaves their review, that obviously that means they made that purchase, right? So very, very powerful. But then come down here even more, there's even more photos of customers actually showing off their coffee mugs, right? And they're using that two-tone effect of that coffee mug too. I'm not sure if you see that, which is obviously looks pretty popular, but I think it just think about it as the more customized you are with the product, right? It can be anything. The customer, like for example, like this two-tone effect, the white on the outside, and has the red on the inside. It seems like right here with Rosie, and the red on the handle. That you're standing out from your competition. You're creating less competition for yourself, right? Which is very, very powerful. One cool little trick, let me show you right here. So if we click on the owner, come over to the shop, right? You're going to see what other customization products that they're offering, right? There's a ton. There's a lot here. There's another coffee mug, some candles, right? Now, one cool thing that I like to show people is if you look at the most recent, you're going to see most of the time, this is the last product that's sold. So this product most likely is sold today. You're keeping an eye on something like this. Obviously, the more closer to the front end right here when you hit most recent is because when it sells, the listing will refresh and then Etsy will push it to the front. So if you come down right here, you're seeing that customized coffee mug. You're seeing like some canvas, some pet portraits, which are really cool. A lot of print-on-demand providers can do a lot of this stuff right here that is being shown. So that means that there's a demand for this. And if the print-on-demand provider can provide this, like Gelato, for example, it can be a big plus for you. It's an opportunity for you to make sales because there's a demand there. And obviously for each one, like I said, if you want to come in here and just check out this one, this t-shirt design, custom design, if you click on a certain size, you're going to see it says 23, 22, but obviously depending on the size, the price will go up. So if you're offering like a 2X, it's going all the way up to 26.70, which is pretty, a decent price for this one. And it's doing the same thing. You can customize with the photo of your dog, your pet's name, and they'll put your pet's name on the shirt with their own photo, which is probably most likely they're using a template, right? And just grabbing the dog's photo, removing the image. Like I'm going to share with you in this video how you'd remove the image. It's that simple, right? So you're seeing that there's demand. Here's one way to kind of do research over here online to give you an idea of what's selling. From all the inspiration, the research that we have done so far, if you don't have any ideas, one way to think of different ideas or just come up with a ton of ideas is just by using Google. And you can literally just type in, give me the top 100 animals here, and you can search it here. Or you can even just go to right here to ChatGPT, right? Now, this is the thing. It's like over the last few years, ChatGPT has become bigger and bigger and bigger. Now it's like before we're going to go on Google and search. Now we're going over on ChatGPT to search. So give me the top 100 animals. You can do animals, you can do hobbies, you can do occupations, you can whatever you can possibly think of right here. Just ask ChatGPT. So we'll do animals. Enter. This is our spreadsheet right here. So we're just going to go down this whole thing. This is like our cheat sheet, basically. Not our real spreadsheet, too. I guess you can use it. We've done research where we know that animals work really well on coffee mugs, right? We've seen different designs. We've seen, dogs. There's even when you go into animals, there's sub niches inside these animals. Different colored animals, different breeds of animals. The list just goes on and on and on and on. And it's going into some really good detailed information, right? Dogs, cats, elephants, tiger, blue whale, giant panda, bald eagle, great white shark. This is pretty cool, right? And it's obviously going over the top and beyond for us to come up with different ideas. Maybe I could have just did the top 50 or 25, but let it go. Me, myself, I have 2 English bulldogs. So, like, keep in mind, this like when it comes to any of this stuff, there's a lot that can be done here. So with English bulldogs, there's obviously different colored English bulldogs, right? As far as like, the different color of the breed, right? All right, so it stopped. I think I accidentally stopped it on accident, but it stopped at 71. But we got the point, right? So you can come in here and just type in anything you want, whatever you feel like you want to do or what type of design you want to create. But if you're lost, just use this right here. And then you can just literally just go down this to say, create me a sticker. We're going to use sticker. Now, this is the cool thing. You can use sticker, you can use t-shirt, you can use design. Just keeping it very simple for this video to help you understand. The reason why we're doing stickers because for the most part, it turns it into like that style aesthetic design that you want to use for any of, obviously you're just going to mess with this, right? But it turns it into a sticker where it gives you the white outline or you can even have it say black background, stuff like that, because it's going to make it easier for you to remove the background. And then it's going to just do that outline for you around the image, just in case you want to do any type of editing or just want to take out just have that whole white outline for you. So you can easily take out that white outline and then it's a clear, nice cutout of an image, right? And then also with AI, when it's creating these certain types of images, it's not saying that you should not do any edits to it. But, if you wanted to make sure that you have it all nice and pretty, I know personally people that will come in here and just leverage this 80%. Like artists will leverage this 80%. They will edit the design. Me personally, I use it. Then I'll give it to one of my artists on my team to give them inspiration. And then they just work off of that. They're against the AI. And I know that some people are for it and some people are against it. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their own opinion and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's up to you. But the goal is to obviously have this create an actual image for us. So create me a sticker, English bulldog laying down. And I think I'm just going to keep it like that and just see what it generates for us. I'm going to put like comma, like black background. It's up to you what you want to do here. Bam, enter. All right, now it's going to go ahead and ChatGPT is going to go ahead and generate this. I'm using the ChatGPT 4 if you're unaware of that. You can see right here with DALL-E 3, which is pretty cool because it helps you. It'll create different types of images for you. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? And then the cool thing about this too, even if you just don't like it, right? But this is pretty cool. You can hit regenerate and then it'll go ahead and regenerate another one, but you still have access to that second one. Bam. These are cool. So you just keep going and going and going until it'll ask you, is this a better response or is it worse? So it's up to you. Like, I think it's good. It's good. That's what they're saying. I'll hit same, but I can literally just hit this little C1, 2, right? Right there. I go back and it'll take me to part 1. And then if I wanted to regenerate another one, let's do it. Another one just for this video to give you insight. Like you can keep on regenerate if you're not happy with it. Or if you're happy with one, you want to see a second one or the third one. It'll keep getting better and better and better. That's pretty sick too. Now it's more of like it seems like it's not giving us no color, right? You didn't like that. Can you give me more color on bulldog? Or can you give me a color? Whatever. Can you give me a color? Let's see what happens. And just like you're having a conversation with it too as well. So don't feel overwhelmed with this. Like you can type in anything and it will literally just spit back information back out to you, right? Which is very, very powerful. So it's like you're talking to somebody. You're trying to fine tune it to where you want it. Bam! Booyah! That is dope right there. And then you can literally just regenerate another one, and then it'll do the same exact thing how it did the three up here for us. This one's pretty clean. And you can click on it and you can hit download and it will download it, right? Bam, it just downloaded it. Or you can even hit right here and hit the download too. That one's sick. Look how clean that is. And then I can just hit regenerate again. See, it's doing it again. And literally, if there's something off about the image, you can just tell it like, I need this, I need that, I need that, and then it will do it for you. It actually put like artwork inside the image, so it's kind of getting the idea. It's getting the idea, but I think this one in here is by far the best one because of the detail work in the wrinkles, which is really cool, and the white on the chest. That's pretty clean. That's all. I like that a lot. Now, what we're gonna do is upscale this image. And as we upscale this image, we're going to go ahead and remove the background. So I'm going to show you how to enhance it, make it like a higher quality image. And there's, like I said, there's so much you can do here. You can just say, hey, give me a black and white English bulldog or whatever color bulldog that you prefer. There's a lot that can be done here. So let's go ahead and upscale this image and then remove the background for this. All right, now what we're going to do is come over here to image with .ai. I'm going to go ahead and that image that what I just downloaded, take that bad boy, drag and drop here. That's the image. That's freaking clean. Another thing too as well, just give you another keyword idea. So instead of using sticker, you can use like cartoon too as well. Cute cartoon, cute this, you know what I mean? There's a few different things that you can use, but the type of design that you're going to be creating, just keep that in mind. And you can upload an image, like a custom image inside of here and say, hey, can you recreate this image into a cartoon style? And it will do it for you. So keep that in mind. There's a ton that can be done back here. So if you have a customer, right, they send you a custom image, you can just go ahead and upload that image and it will return it into a cartoon image for you. So just come back over here to image with .ai. And then what we're going to do, there's some ads around here, but this is free right here. You can see that we can do 2x or 4x. Let's go ahead and do 4x overscale. And it's going to go ahead and overscale that. And it's telling you the information right here. So most of the AI generator websites are doing 1024 by 1024 pixel. Now, most of them are doing that. So like Ideogram AI and ChatGPT or DALL-E 3, most of them are coming with that pixel, that size format. If you're putting it up on like Amazon Merch, or if you're putting it up on print on demand provider like Gelato or anything like that, that's what's going to happen. You can see from it's giving you the original image or the upscaled image, and you can see exactly the difference. Now, the only way you're going to see the difference is if we kind of zoom in a little bit more, because it's very hard on the eye unless you're like squinting and looking in real close, but you can see that it's more, the detail work is there. Also gives you the option too, which is really cool, because that PNG format, I want to download it in that PNG format, right? And I'm going to go ahead and download that. So this format right here is 4096 by 4096. All right, so I'm inside Photopea. I'm going to go ahead and open up the image over here. I opened it up. Come over here to select, and then I'm going to remove the background. It says right here, for a better result, press the button again. So it took out the bulldog. Now let me go ahead and hit that again. Now, as I hit that button, right, it went ahead and removed the background. Now, we have the image done and we have removed the background. What I would do next is come over here, export as, and then you export as a PNG, right? And then you just go ahead and you want to name it English Bulldog. Save. Now, let's come over here to Gelato. Let's say you want to put this on a cool coffee mug, right? If you're unaware of what Gelato is, it's a print-on-demand service, which is a really, really awesome service. You can link them to Etsy. You can link them to your own Shopify website. You can make it available a few different ways. Or if you're doing some type of printing and shipping to customers on the side, you can leverage them to do that for you, where you have some type of like local deal or local business going that you're working with, and they want stuff printed on products. You can obviously leverage them to do that, which is pretty cool. So here's an example of this is a coffee mug. Let me go ahead and upload the file that we just created, right? Boom, upload it in. And let's say still loading, let it load. And look at that image. That thing is clean. You can do a few things with them too as well if you want to mess around with it. But this image right here of this English Bulldog is pretty cool. So you can see how I did that. I flipped it around, right? That's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and grab another one. Right, so this is cool because this is the template back here, and you just messing with it and just trying to get that correct size and making sure obviously they're the same position. You can match them up right there. The DPI on each Bulldog is pretty good. can see that. So just mess with this tray. You're trying to get it as best as possible to look like that, to identical, but I just want to give you an idea of how you can do this. But like I said, the detail work on this thing, like I'm going to say it, like I've said it a few times, I think it's freaking cool. There's some effects that you can use here too. Let me show you. Like if I wanted to do a pattern, right? I could do that too as well. I think there's some stuff that you can mess around here with, right? There's a few things that can be done, which is pretty cool. If I don't like that, I can just go back to where I was. So this is a cool tool that you can mess around with and edit and, you know, obviously print yourself. But the one thing is, like, sometimes if your DPI is a little low, it'll tell you like, hey, the DPI is not good. So it may come out, the print may come out not clear, and you can just add it to your order, right? So let's say if I just want it like that, and you kind of get an idea of a preview of the look and how it would look, which is pretty cool. So you just get the idea of it, and then it'll show you like a example of the mug, right? Pretty cool. Now right here, just did a 3D look at the mug and how it will look on the mug, just to give you an idea, which is cool. Look at that. That's pretty dope. And another thing too, so for like customization, like if I wanted to, let's say if I wanted to add some text into here, right? I can add text under, let's say like the dog's name is Biggie. I can do that. So pretty cool, right? So if I want to add some text and mess with it right here, I can definitely do that. If I want to change the font, I can do that too as well. Or let's say that there's two different bulldogs, like I have two different bulldogs. You can do one image of one bulldog here and another image of another bulldog here, and just basically, you know, just change the name and just put the other name there, right? So there's so many different ideas that you can come up with by just coming in here and adding different text and just customizing it the way that you want. So his name's Larry, the other second bulldog, just an example. And just by using custom text and then putting their name is making it that simple, just standing out from your competition, right? So very, very powerful way to even make more sales and leverage this by either if you're selling on Etsy, if you're selling on your own website, or if you're doing any type of local merch. It's a really good idea to actually add personalization by putting their names and stuff like that. And if you want to make your first purchase with Gelato, use my link down below in the description. You'll get 50% off your first purchase, which is really cool. So make sure you check that out. Pretty tasty. Watch this video right here next as I order a t-shirt from Gelato to test out the print quality. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below.